All right, so all the stuff that I've been talking about so far, today has been kind of deep and broad and, perspective and life and health and all these things. Well, to know me, there's there's also little moments that will pop up. Sorry for all shaking. There's little moments that will pop up that I remember all the time, and some of them are just silly and stupid and funny, but they're what make me, and the things that I remember. So I was stationed in England, RAF Chicks Hands, and this is 92, 93 time frame, and had a Chevy Cavalier, my very first car. I bought with my own money, and my buddy Ski, my other buddy Clay. We decided that we were going to go over to Amsterdam, and at the time there was only a ferry, there was no channel, so we drove Cavalier over there, got on the ferry, went to Amsterdam. Had 3 days where I remember very little. I'm sure I was an absolute saint the entire time and had a great time. Well, we're going back to the car by the little hotel on the last day. It's the morning of the last day, and we got to start driving to get back in time to get our shifts. And go walking over the car in the parking lot, and the back rear window, the smaller rear window, was broken. So they were polite thieves. They could have broken a bigger window, but they broke the small one, and they took my speakers out from a radio. They couldn't get the actual stereo itself, so small blessings, right? They took the speakers, but we had this big gaping hole, and we tried to put some plastic up in it. And this is February in Europe, right? And that's when it was still cold over there, and the climate hadn't changed stuff. Uh, so we had to drive back to the ferry with this window and like air coming in. Well, you know, trying to get the heat on, trying to stay warm and stuff. But 3 days of beer and food apparently did not sit well with Ski. So we're driving along down this road, and all of a sudden, the foulest stench that has ever crossed my nose does so, and I'm gagging, and I'm like, oh my god, oh my god, and I start cranking down the window, and I'm like, what the? I'm driving, I'm like, what the hell, guys? And I look over, and Ski's in the passenger side, giggling to himself. Clay's in the back gagging. I'm gagging. Ski is giggling because he just bombed us. We got to roll down the window, so we're freezing, right? Everything clears out. We roll him back up, and he drops again. So we alternate between stinking ourselves silly, with this just nose curdling stench, to freezing for like an hour, going back and forth. And Ski's just over there giggling, every now and then Clay reach up and slap him in the back of the head, and we started calling him Shitter, like Shitter. And that stuck with him for a long time. We were in England, because it was horrible. It was horrible. But I look back on that now, and I laugh my ass off. I think I started laughing pretty quickly after that. It was horrible. So that's kind of a funny little moment, running around Europe, all these beautiful sights to see, which I did see plenty. And one of the biggest memories I've got is, some guy, pooping himself, in my car, middle of February on the way back from Amsterdam. But okay, there you go. That's a little funny moment.